Guys, in recent times, I've come across a lot of returning residents, right? I basically deal with returning residents on a day to day basis, right? And I see the concerns that they have, I hear the concerns that they have, I see the conditions that are out there, and I sympathize with returning residents. And that is the reason why, AJAWI Limited is here. We're here to really help returning residents design and build in Jamaica while they're living overseas, right? And to take the hassle out of it as much as possible. I must say this though, in recent times, I kind of see where returning residents do set up themselves, right? Believe it or not, you kind of set up yourself sometimes. This is the reason why I say that. I see where returning residents, not all, right? Not all, but most returning residents are so afraid of returning to Jamaica and building in Jamaica that they think that everybody that they come across is trying to rob them. And even if it is a scenario or it is a situation where people are genuine with them, because of that fear that they have, they end up destroying relationships that are genuine relationships, right? Business relationships. I say that because I've come across people who, just by the way that they operate, you can see where they think that you're a thief, right? They give the impression as if you're trying to rob them. And even if you're a genuine person, right? Even if you're a genuine person, or even if you're genuinely looking out for their best interests. Now, looking out for your best interest as a returning resident, let me make this 110% clear. It doesn't mean that you get anything free, right? Doesn't mean that you get anything free. As a matter of fact, for me, if it is that you come to me and I say it's $10, it's gonna be $10. It doesn't matter if if I like you or not. That's just what I do, because I believe that if I want to offer quality service, then it must be compensated accordingly, right? Now, if you're in a working relationship as a returning resident, I want you to understand this. If you're in a working relationship with people and you don't appreciate or understand that they are doing a job, they are working, and they require to be paid, and you as the returning resident cannot expect in any way, shape, or form that this person, out of their benevolence, is going to do something for you for free, or they're going to absorb some of the costs that is associated with you building your home. I think it is a little bit, I don't even know what to call it. It's a little bit unreasonable, right? Understand that you are making an investment in your home, and it is your home. The person is not going to be living in it with you. So whatever costs that are there, right, you have to absorb them and you have to expect them. And I know that when you're overseas, you appreciate or you respect the businesses that are over there, right? So when you come back to Jamaica, I want you to understand that not all Jamaicans are out to rob you, and additionally, you should not expect people to be doing things for free or dirt cheap. You want to be looking for value, right? Not cheap. I'll give you an example, right? So I had a consultation with a client, right? Or a potential client. So for me, I interview every single person that I come across when it comes on to taking on projects. I don't just take on a project off the bat like that. I don't just jump into our business relationship with people, because different personalities may clash, and sometimes you're operating in a particular way, and they may have certain expectations and they just don't meet. And it may cause a problem, right? So met this guy, had a consultation with the person, and from the get-go, the person was like, yo, I want to know what is the cost to build your house, build a house, or a 5-bedroom house. More I know how much to build it. And I'm like, there are multiple costs that are associated with building a home. And a 5-bedroom home can mean anything. It's not just to tell you, oh, you have a 5-bedroom, this is what it's going to cost. There are different factors. Each individual person have different needs and wants that they have for their home. And as such, I can't really give you a price like that. What I do is I have a consultation with you. I give you information that you will need, right? So if somebody is not really at the point where they're really going to be looking at actually going through with their design and construction drawing, them coming to me to ask me about what is the cost of construction, I have a construction calculator for that. And it's a waste of my time when every minute I'm on the phone talking to somebody telling them, oh no man, the price of this is going to be this. It's a waste of time. I don't have that much time. I have a family and I am supposed to provide for my family, right? I know you understand. Thank you for that, right? So the person was there and I said, book a consultation. Let us have a conversation about what you want, what is supposed to be in your design, right? So for me, whenever you meet with me, whoever have met with me before, they know that once they book a consultation with me, they get information. They don't leave a consultation with me without having information that they can act on. So once him book him consult, because it took him a long time to book his consultation, right? Once he book the consultation and have that meeting, the guy came into the consultation and he was ready to argue, right? Giving off the impression that, yo, all the way a thief and him don't want to get robbed. And as a matter of fact, he might take every precaution, right? When I started to discuss and say, hey, these are the things that we'll be discussing within this consultation. And we started to hit them off one by one, right? And I'm giving him information. Guy started to interrupt, started to argue, right? To the point where he was shouting, like really shouting, like I could not give the information because all he was focused on was, I want to know the cost to do this. And I'm saying to him, hey, though you want the cost to do this, there are multiple other things that you need to be doing in order to reach to that point. My guy decides, say, I'm going to start cuss Andre, When I say cuss, I thought real cuss, shout on top of his voice, and I don't know why, as Jamaican, you can't just give people what they want, and it's like, I try rob we. I think so we have well for money and all kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, all right, no problem. I worked out the price for construction. And I told him that, hey, based on what you want, this is what it will cost you to build, right? I was not able to provide him with the documents that he need for have in place to make sure, so once him ready for construction, him actually have those in place. How to check certain things. Who are the different professionals that supposed to be involved within the process and all of that, right? I wasn't able to make sure that he know these things so that once him lead that consultation, and even if he decides that, hey, I'm not going to work with AJAWI, he's going to work with somebody else, he would have been in a position where he would be able to make sure that those professionals are involved within the process, right? So long story short, when he reached out to me after the meeting saying, all right, now that we know that, that is the price to do things, what is next? I had to say, hey, I don't think we are a good match. I don't think a business relationship with me or with my team would be beneficial to you, right? And that we respectfully declined the project. right? That is because I don't want a scenario where somebody has certain expectations and it turns into a bad working relationship, right? So when you are meeting with your consultant, at that point you should be interviewing the person, right? You're interviewing to see if you're a good match, if the relationship would be a good fit for whatever it is that you're doing, right? Because it's not just the design. Even after, during the construction, you should have that person involved within the process, and having that situation happen at the beginning, at the start, right? I could foresee that being in a business relationship with such a personality would not work, right? Would not work. So when you have your relationship with your designer, make sure that you maintain a good working relationship. All right? I hope this helps. Yeah, I really do hope this helps, because not a lot of people seem to understand this. Anyways, appreciate you watching this video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I make videos just like this one. All right? I'm AJAWI. Peace out. See you next time.